You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Mike.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Mike is from Cherry Hill, and we can talk about the supermarket in Cherry Hill or churches or whatever you want to talk about, Mike.
Well, I believe it's a lack of a supermarket in Cherry Hill.
Uh-huh.
There is no the supermarket in Cherry Hill.
Oh.
The problem is we don't have a Cherry Hill supermarket.
Okay.
And it's been that way for quite some time.
So, folks, if y'all want to join us, www.olbbaltimore.com, World Wide Web, long distance 1-877-704-1010, local 410-481-1010. Also, we have an app, and you can go right to the App Store and 1010 WOLB, and you be World Wide Web on your app. So, got this straight. This. Oh, well. They might start running in, but as you see, it's 4 o'clock and people late.
I understand.
So So yeah, we gonna be going on in a minute. So you can you can put your earphones on.
What am I listening for?
When I do like that, then we're gonna start talking.
Okay.
So now if you can hear that button right here, this then you can turn up or down.
Okay.
On that.
Okay.
Both of you can hear out both of them?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Three. Taxi driver. Taxi driver. Like that. Yeah. I like that song. That's my intro. Taxi Talk Radio. I'm Larry, the celebrity cab driver. Woo! That's right. I'm still a taxi cab. My number 443-839-8412 if you need a taxi. But if you want to call this radio station right now, you can call this number locally 410-481-1010. Long distance is 1-877-704-1010. And guess what, folks? You can hear us on the app, on the mobile app. The app is www.olbbaltimore.com. And Jason, he know the mobile app. Jason, what's that mobile app? It's like people can check us out. I believe it's Jason gonna give it to us later on because I don't want to put out the wrong app. In the studio, folks, is my main apple strapper, Mike. Mr. Mike, what's going on, Mike?
Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody?
All right. You can pull your mic up to you, and that way everybody can hear everything.
Good evening. How's everybody?
All right, Mike, you are all the way from Cherry Hill, right?
Correct.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about a little later on, or momentarily, about Cherry Hill. Do Cherry Hill have a supermarket?
Well, before I answer any questions, I'd like to just give honor to the Almighty Creator and those that came before me that had the opportunity to get this platform. And right now, I just feel as though that the supermarket after A&P from the 60s to the 70s went out of business. We've had some form of a supermarket, but it has always been second class, third class.
Mm-hmm.
We've had other good black folk that came in, Edward Hunt and Bangs and them, and they tried to do the best they could. And then Catholic Charities, they came in with another people, and they did the best they could. I feel as though that the Cherry Hill supermarket is an intentional because there's no giants within the inner city beltway
Mm-hmm.
at all.
And you mean no giants? What that mean?
No giants and no supermarkets that's reputable.
Mm-hmm.
When giants disappear from a community, it shows a degradation. And so when when we do get a supermarket, it lasts us no more than 2 or 3 years.
Oh my goodness.
It's because that the area itself is what they consider a low income area. And most of the time, the food stamps, when given out, is the only time that the supermarket actually really raise the price so they can pay
Wait a
their
minute.
rent.
Are you serious?
Well, if you think about it, you can never buy first class and sell at low bottom prices. You got to buy low bottom and sell at high prices so that you can make a profit.
Wow.
And so what happens is in Cherry Hill, when the supermarket do come, his bulk of his money is between the time of the food stamps. When food stamps used to come out between the 3rd, the 9th, or whatever part of the money was, that's when the supermarket did its best. And it made up for the revenues by raising the prices on the people because they felt like, a lot of them felt like the monies that the people had was only government give outs, but it wasn't. No one recognizes the poor anymore. I think this is going on all over our city. It's called a food desert.
Go ahead.
I firmly believe that it's intentional, that you take the nourishment out of the young youth's mouth. You feed them better in school than you are when their mama can buy.
Oh my goodness.
You go to school and you do get fresh meat, fresh vegetables, and fruit.
So you're saying that's why people can't wait to go back to school?
Well,
and summer vacation, this kid's not eating right?
Some of us, it's hard to nurture a man's brain when his belly is hungry.
Oh.
It's hard to nurture a child's youth when he can't be developed nutritionally.
Mm-hmm.
How can he be developed nutritionally when there's no fresh fruit, meat, or vegetables in the Dollar General store?
Right. And in the food dollar store, Dollar General is still the same. Like, Family Dollar, Dollar General. That's how Cherry Hill now. Now, when is the supermarket coming? Any clue on this?
Well, they keep us so divided. What bothers me, and I hate to go here, but we have all those churches and all those different denominations and no togetherness. I believe strongly that if the churches came together and the pastors and really raised their voice for that kind of nourishment.
Don't tell me. Pastors and churches not coming together in Cherry Hill?
Well, I can't see it. If it was happening, you would see a supermarket.
Right. How many people live in Cherry Hill? Over 35,000?
We was not long ago just a little short of becoming a little city ourselves,
Right.
I believe, I hate to call out names, but...
you can call it names.
Well,
if you don't want to call it, write it down and I'll call it names.
No, it's just a matter of, I hate to give others shout outs and not others, It's a collective thing with Cherry Hill. Cherry Hill is known as a centipede. We have a head, a tail, and many legs in between.
Mm-hmm.
And we all stick together.
Right.
And I'm not going to start shouting out one person and not everybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, can I open up the lines in case somebody listening from Cherry Hill, they can call the names.
Yeah, I'm more than happy.
All right, folks, 410-481-1010. Mike sitting there with me. We also going to be joined by Archie Williams and Dr. Ross with Nut Eyes in the Sky, Community Solution, Community Support. Any planes flying around out there yet? I'm listening for a plane to come through. Let me see if I can hear a plane. So, folks, and we also going to be talking about the pastor, the preachers, the bishop.
Yeah, the Catholic charities and the many things that go on that come before just the people. The power structure of Cherry Hill, that most of my youth are the ones that's doing more. The Cherry Hill Football League and many others, Raheem and them, what they do for the community. You know what I mean? His sister T and Ice and different ones, they do a lot for the community.
Right.
You know what I mean? They hold a structure, Alvin Tava and many others that people don't want to recognize, especially the people that believe they're in power. But the one that's holding down the structure that you see are these type of people, everyday people that's struggling right out their own pocket.
Right.
To bring our youth, trying to save the babies.
Right.
But it's very hard to save the babies when you can't nurture your child.
With the right food.
Right, with the right foods. Once a child come off his mama's breast, what is he eating then? What is it? Vanquish Popeyes? Come on, that's frozen food.
Right. So you're going to tell us about the frozen food. Now, I heard that frozen food and stuff is not good for the body because it can cause kidney failure or dialysis.
Can cause or do cause? Come on, man. You
do cause.
Yeah.
Do cause. I'm gonna tell the truth. Shame the devil, right?
Yeah, do cause, because we had a Cherry Hill Union Hall. Oh boy, we used to party and have cabarets. Well, somehow they took the Union Hall almost 30 years ago and made
Don't tell me.
A kidney dialysis.
Oh no, I told you not to tell me that.
Yeah, well, I can't understand why you would build a hotel and don't expect occupancies. How did you know the kidneys on the people in those poor communities was going to go bad? Is this what I think it is?
Now, I'm thinking that maybe they don't want a supermarket in Cherry Hill because they want people to be on dialysis. I didn't say that, did I?
No, I don't think I heard you right. But I know there ain't no money in the cure. I know that it ain't in the doctor's interest to heal you. They cut his paycheck short.
Okay. Now, Mike, now let the people know your nickname or where it came from so people can say, oh, that's Mike.
Yeah, well, back in the 60s and late 50s, everybody got a slang,
Right.
We got people with that names I won't even want to call, but they answer if you belong to that community. And so back then, I was really like guy, wear glasses. My name in Cherry Hill is my hood rat name would be White Mike.
White Mike.
Yeah, but I certain people call me White Mike because you know me as White Mike. And I don't mind being called White Mike, but reality say if I'm still coming to a radio station and that's my handle, that shows a lack of growth. No, I am Mr. McKay.
Right, Mr. McKay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just like me, I'm known as Larry the Celebrity Cab Driver, but my name is Larry Wallace. So now I say Larry Wallace, the Celebrity Cab Driver.
Yeah, and I like that. And it's fitting and it's positive.
All right. So folks, don't test that dial if y'all want to join in. I hear a plane, but I know y'all don't hear it. But I hear a plane. So let me. Y'all hear? It's kind of quiet. It's quiet. It's quiet. It's quiet as a cat. Archie Williams, that's you, Archie. What's up? What's up? Is it two planes, Jason? Because I know the guy who in charge of these planes. I think he's coming in as well. And Dr. Ross Manut. Wow. All right. Wow. Wow. I see. In the studio is Mike. Y'all hear that. I know y'all have some radios or apps in y'all plane.
Absolutely.
Wow. And we also going to be talking about the community solution, community support. What is it, Archie and Dr. Ross? Eyes in the sky, what you known as? Wow. So Archie, why are you laughing? You happy because the governor, Larry Hogan, he endorsed your program. Hmm. Is it gonna knock jobs down? Is it gonna knock a lot of jobs down by y'all going up? Hmm. Superman. Pump it up. Wow. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. We're gonna open up the lines for y'all too, because what bothered me, right, is that people was calling other shows asking about the community support, community solution, Eyes in the Sky. They was asking other people. I said, well, why don't y'all call Taxi Talk right now from 4 to 6? Archie Williams 5 to 6, still Archie Williams 4 to 5, and Dr. Ross. They on the airways waiting for people to call in so y'all can give them the truth. I mean, why do they want to ask somebody else and don't know it instead of asking the source? Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Bring my bodyguard with me.
Oh my goodness, Archie. Wait a minute. I had cut you off, and Dr. Ross cut off at the same time. Because Archie was, I'm sorry, Archie was just on a phone.
And I pop up
I don't know
right
how
here
he popped
live.
up in the studio.
Oh,
So when I
man.
was trying to cut Archie off, Jason, and I didn't lock Dr. Ross.
Oh, goodness.
And Archie, where you want to sit at today?
I'm gonna sit next to this elder right
let me
here.
turn,
Man.
let me turn the mics on.
Hopefully, I can learn something. I'm gonna sit next to the man. I'm gonna learn something from.
So we waiting on Dr. Ross and Nut, and we also have another special guest in here. How you doing, young man? This is
That's my cousin.
Your cousin?
Yeah.
The Millennium?
He can introduce himself.
You gonna introduce yourself, cousin?
Yeah. My name Donnell.
Donnell. Now, is Donnell, he gonna be running the boards and all? Y'all did say that y'all were looking for the young folks.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna tell you. So when my cousin,
what mic you on?
Well, I don't know which one of
your choice.
So when my cousin seen what his cousin was doing, he said, "Cuz, I want to be a part of that."
Uh-oh.
He said, "I want to be a part of something positive." So who am I to say no to? My own relative? Hey, let's get it.
Let's get it.
So he want to see how he can fit in. He want to see why his cousin been on this radio on your show for God knows how long.
Right.
You know, and this now got results.
Just got results.
But however, I am ecstatic about the results I have received, and as me and Jason has quoted.
Jason quoted.
That's not the end of it. We are not this with the eyes in the sky. We are with the eyes in the sky with wraparound services because this is the economic situation. So the eyes in the sky is just not going to tackle the safety of the city, but it's also going to delve into the economic situation that Lil Pookie go through. Because I see that's nothing for Lil Pookie no more, Jason. Like Lil Pookie got to go through a whole hurdle of flames for some help. But guess what, Lil Pookie? The opportunity just came with, guess what? Archie Rivers don't even need city leadership to do what's about to be done.
Now, how old are your cousin?
I'm 31 years old.
31?
Yeah.
Is he too old to work?
No, actually, this is my cousin that experienced a loss. We had to bury a cousin together.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we had to bury a cousin together.
I hate to hear stuff like this. I really do, man.
You hear it.
I really
once,
don't. I don't like to hear it. So my condolence goes out to you every time you say it. Just like my cousin been shot in the head 6 months ago. They still ain't finding people. But
I've been there too. I've been shot.
Oh man.
2 daughters. I live for and all that, man.
You don't look like you've been shot.
He can show you the wounds.
No. I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, he had all that.
For real, he did. He's showing it. Oh, I forgot to let you know you live on.
It don't matter. Okay. Pain is pain.
It is.
From all areas.
Right. But guess what, man?
Well, look here. Y'all talking about y'all been shot and fed. I never did this before. Look. Somebody stabbed me, and I had a closet bag, so I never said this, but I'm hearing it from you, so I can lift up my shirt too. You see what I'm saying? I know. I feel you. Yeah, somebody stabbed me and twisted the knife in me, and I had 3 operations. Had to wear a closet bag. Wow. Thank God that I don't have to wear it no more. Because then they said we might have to have this forever.
Well, see, the only thing difference between you and him, he was pronounced dead.
Oh my God!
He died twice.
He died twice. Well, what they said about me, they said if I ain't come through Wednesday, they was gonna pull the plug on me. So what that mean? I was dead too.
Well, as we sit here comparing pain, are we really sitting here comparing
pain? They still ain't catch the person who stabbed me, and this was 30 years ago.
Wow. So I mean, it's just the fact of the matter that our city is just surrounded with pain.
But I'm sorry, man.
To normalize it. We're beginning to sit around and act as if that's a badge of honor. Oh, you've been shot? Oh, God, I have 4 right here. Mm-hmm. No, that's not normal.
I know.
It's not normal. And at one time, we as black people used to pick cotton. Now we have become the cotton. The stench of the city is not by abstract. The stench of this city is to create jobs for other people.
Absolutely.
It is amazing that all the people that drive in the city, you can't even get to the city in the morning for the people outside of the city have jobs, but yet there's no jobs in the city for the people that live in the city.
Wow.
There's a problem there.
I got you. Hey, Dr. Ross, I'm sorry that you was cut off accidentally because Archie walked in. And I was trying to disconnect Archie and you dropped, so I apologize. You can pick up where you was left off at.
Right.
They want something done, and they want the shooting and the murders to go away.
Right, but they didn't know this was available. They didn't know this. They didn't even know this was available.
Now, what
for them? Not for this to be. Not just for the police department.
What's needed?
The
available.
community need to know that this is available for them
What
as
he asking is,
well.
what is it?
Yeah, what is available?
The community support program.
And tell us about that. So,
The community support program is the program that we offer, and it's being provided to the city of Baltimore at no cost by the donors who have offered to provide it. And again, what it does is we fly an aircraft over the city, take a Google Earth-like image every second that allows us, when a 911 call comes in or a shot spotter notification comes in that someone has fired a gun, we can go to that location, watch the activity at the location of the gunshots, follow the people to and from that scene, and basically identify the house that they came out of, the track they took to the shooting location, the track they took from the shooting location back to the houses that they go to, and every time they pass a ground-based camera, we can reach into that ground-based camera and use that to identify them. The point is, one, to solve the otherwise unsolvable crimes. Two, to remove the small number of repeat offenders earlier in their careers. Because if we can stop them after they shoot maybe their first person, then we don't have to worry about the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th person that they shoot before they get caught. Therefore, you can avoid a whole lot of crimes. But more importantly, by stopping those people and getting them, being known that you're going to get caught, we hope to deter people in the first place. Deterring someone is 10 times more valuable than ever having to solve a crime. Because not only do you save the victim and their family's the grief, but you also save the shooter and their family's the grief of having them get caught.
Can I ask?
You can't deter somebody right now. The case closure rate and the conviction rate for murders is down around 22 to 29%.
Less than that.
Closure rate and conviction rate for shootings is down around 5% because everyone out there thinks they're better than average. And what we want to do is spread that word quickly. And when we show our program to people, their normal response is, man, I'm not.
I ain't doing nothing. So we have a question, Ross.
Well,
and we have two callers calling in. Go ahead, Mike.
let me ask, sir. That sounds pretty good that we can track and continuously jail those of them that's less fortunate, and some of them guys is feeding their family and just getting caught up in something that they really don't know. But let's go to the lack of exposure with our kids. We have no shops in school anymore. We have no whole lot of hope that can deter. If we go to the root of the problem is I don't see ROTC in a lot of black schools. I don't see the police community relations recruiting young black men to let them have a level of hope. There's no electronics, no shop class. We used to have home economics in school. I believe that the miseducation starts within our schools. There's no programs in there. Let's take the field in Cherry Hill where we have an awesome football team, but no lights. We've been begging for lights for how long? But yet I respect what you do, don't get me wrong, and thank God for you. But let's take a look at what we can do as a preventive measure by education.
So let me help him out with that real quick, Ross. No. Right, but he's a new person to the choir, so we have to enlighten everybody that comes sing. So we are gonna. This is not just one particular. It's everything is needed to make our city safe.
Correct.
Every single thing, even the negativity that talks about nothing, even they are needed. They are needed to motivate the ones that are really out here doing the work. So you see, everybody's has a part to play. But listen to me. I used to live in Cherry Hill for about 6 months. So I am keen that there was not even, I couldn't buy a stick of lettuce. I couldn't buy a round of lettuce. I couldn't buy tomatoes. I mean, I had to go somewhere. I am very keen to that. I am keen to the whole Cherry Hill situation. And we had, matter of fact, a couple of us even went to advice to address that situation.
But it was never directed to you directly.
No,
it was just what was on my
Listen
heart.
to me, my brother.
And I mentioned it.
I
didn't come in with a script.
I didn't take it directly.
Okay, because I had no script.
Listen to me. When you do the work I do, you can't use a script. You just do things.
Right, and that's the way I'm carrying it.
Let me try to address one other
Mm-hmm.
Part of our outreach program, and part of the things that I care about, to be honest with you, is working with kids, teaching them the skills that they need to be successful. And we would like to start a very similar type program that I already sponsor here in Baltimore. And we picked out a building the Pennsylvania Retreat,
Yeah.
building right there on our
Old building. So we ain't leaving the hood. We still in the hood.
Well, my major issue is Cherry Hill. See, I'm coming here to speak for Cherry Hill.
So what I was saying to you is there's a wraparound services, my friend, and part of that Cherry Hill is part of Baltimore City, right?
Yes.
So when I say that there's a wraparound service, is that this city has never seen, because one, Archie Williams don't need nobody's permission. Right now, the permission has already been given to me.
And
So when
that's
I
been
tell
given
you-
to you from the
so-
governor.
So when I tell you, when I say that's already given to me,
What's that?
the blessing of Archie's achievement is already given. So when I tell you that food depot that we prayed for is coming, I'm telling you it's gonna come.
Okay,
But we have to make sure we say first.
Haki. Let's see what Haki and the callers want to say. Y'all calling Archie Williams here to answer questions. Dr. Ross, Mike, cousin, Donnell, and Larry. Haki, how you doing?
Yes, good afternoon, brother Archie, Mr. McNutt, and you, Larry. I think you got some other people in there too,
Mike and
Donnell.
Thank you, bro.
What can happen with this, and I'll just say this, that some people have said that this is a behavior modification program, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, well, some behaviors need modified, right? So the reality is that if people are being deterred, right? And this is where I believe certainly that we have a responsibility and a duty now that people, are thinking, as I've learned from my university, people are thinking that they may get caught, right? So they're thinking about alternatives to crime, to committing assault and violence. And, previous, I worked, with the mayor's office of supporting development, job development, where we work with these at-risk, 16 to 24, 21 youth, where we train these young people up in job development, life skills, emotional intelligence, making the right decisions.
Mhm.
And just a little something. One of the core organizations in Baltimore, Associated Black Arts, to train for boards for nonprofits.
Right.
Just select, go through their next cohort of their board training. So, we got to professionalize, whatever it is that we're doing.
Right.
People can know, like, we not out here talking.
Yeah, we just don't want to be the feet. We want to be the hands, legs, and the head too sometimes.
Right. So I'm looking forward to doing that training and getting out and really, capturing, these young people who, at one time, considered doing these things and getting them off the streets, of course, giving them and creating life skills,
Yeah.
career skills, and the mindset to develop themselves and to believe that they have a future. And that's what's important. So that's what's
Right. Absolutely.
and that's what I always stand for, and that's what I'm going to do. And I appreciate, working with some real leaders that saw beyond some of the negative postings and ideas that people were
The alienations.
that did not serve our community.
Right.
Right now, things can change, and our city can be a better place.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
That
Yeah.
is
Thanks,
awesome.
Haki.
And again, the family here tell you, like you watch my Facebook. There's nobody that I know of in this city that talks more about the industrial prison complex, the school to prison pipeline. That talks about the systemic issues that have caused the conditions within our neighborhoods that created the little Pookie, little Peanuts, the lead paint, the lead in the water in the school buildings and the water fountains. You know, the generational
conditions.
poverty, the conditions.
Right.
But what I realized with this program was that this is a way to stop the hurt.
That's
So
right.
what's happening in many cases is families are being hurt.
I know.
When people are hurt, they go out there and hurt others.
Right.
In the process.
I like
Absolutely.
Right.
And this is just one solution to try to stop at least the hurt and the pain that many of these families go through. There's still more work that needs to be done.
Now, I found out a domino effect, you know, by me being a cab driver, people talk. Say, for instance, if someone kill you, right? Not say you,
Yeah,
but
go ahead,
if
kid.
someone kill you and if you have a 5-year-old son, they catch the person, they do 25, your son is 30 years old now. Somebody say, oh, that's the one that killed your father. And then they kill.
It's
So
called
that's
chain
like
reaction.
that's what's happening.
What I like about
That's
this
what's
program,
happening.
what I like about this program, from what I heard, is it's free. You know, a lot of help out here isn't free
Mhm.
for people. I've been out here,
Right.
you know, and I've noticed the children that's killing and the children that's doing this. We used to look up to the hustlers.
Mhm.
Now they look up to the killers. There's
Wow.
like a lot of kids out here don't have no hope. They will kill for no reason, just for
Mm-hmm.
respect.
Right.
You
Just
know,
for
from the older people, and the older people, it's like there's no guidance, no fatherhood, no fathership, no leadership out
You know
here.
why that is in some cases? Because there ain't the money out there that it used to be.
No,
Right.
not
It
at
was
all.
different before. We were ballers and hustlers
Wow.
before. There was money out here in these streets.
And I ain't had to do too
Charles.
much squawking. I said that's what it was.
Let's go to Charles and then Marvin. Charles.
Yes, I'm hearing a lot of hypnotic suggestion that has been going on. And I just don't understand, this hypnotic suggestion doesn't mean that you're out there killing or we're out there killing. Nobody knows who's out there killing except for the police, the ones that are watching the street, that have cameras on the street. And let me just say, the spy in the sky got a nod, not a contract. So don't, go putting the cart before the horse. Y'all need to put this on the ballot so the voters can speak in numbers.
We done already done that, champ.
So,
You just a little late.
No, when was it on the ballot?
It's been on the ballot. It's been almost on the ballot for 2 years.
So when did they vote on it?
When did who vote on it? When did the community vote on it? The community been vote. If you check your social media,
What election?
well, first of all, it don't need to be on any ballot for legislation. It don't need to be on. It don't need to be a ballot. It doesn't need to be on. Say it again.
Is it on the ballot or it's not on the ballot?
It does not need to be on the ballot.
When he's saying the ballot, they've gone around and done what?
A
How
poll?
many-
Are we talking
how
about
many-
polls?
How many community events have you had, Archie?
We're talking facts. We're not talking about muddying the waters.
Well, these are facts.
Well, these are facts, bro.
Right. How many community
So-
meetings
so-
have you held, Archie?
Voters, you know what a ballot is.
Okay, so
Archie, how many meetings have you had?
62 community meetings, and
Okay,
out of those
and-
62
and-
community
and within
meetings,
these meetings, you also had community associations involved, correct?
right?
Okay.
Let me answer that. We would be absolutely ecstatic to put it on the ballot because even 3 years ago, when it was polled, it polled at about 91%
Right.
approval of the program. So we would be absolutely happy to put it on the
What is that?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not what you
And
know.
I think that most folks would be surprised that most of your super voters,
Yeah.
who are the majority of the ones
That
are
think.
holding the political power in
Right.
the city, are going to vote for it.
Yes.
Marvin. Oh, go ahead, Dr. Ross. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. You finished, Dr. Ross? I'm sorry. I went on to the other call. More murders. Right.
Why would it need to be on the ballot, though, Ross? Why? Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Okay.
And he said, y'all better. And that was at every last one of them.
Okay. Right.
which is needed.
We
Thank you.
need to stop the pain no matter what,
Marvin,
by any means necessary.
go for it,
I
Marvin.
agree.
All right.
Hey, Marvin.
First of all, I want to say that the eyes in the sky, there's going to be improvement to what's happening today versus what the people of Baltimore City couldn't stop. Now, the eye in the sky is going to prove itself, and it's going to show them that it can do what it can do. But I hear some people saying the after effect of after everything is cleaned up, what they're going to do. This is my suggestion. What I think they should do. They said that they don't have programs for the kids. They don't have rec centers. They don't have jobs and stuff like this. Let me say something to you, man. Us in Baltimore City as being black people, we made these kids. You see what I'm saying? So we sure should take care of these kids. Whatever their needs is, we supposed to be the ones that support for them and giving them what they need. We should have to lay down and make a kid and then turn around and send them to somebody else to take care of. You know what I'm saying? That's our responsibility. See, the people in Baltimore City put their money in the wrong places and don't put enough money into what they have, like the investment of their kids. You see what I'm saying? This is why we have so much problem. The people in Baltimore City scared to take money out and fund something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, why get a kid and you can't do anything for him, but just talk and ask somebody else to do something for him? That's your kid. You know, so you should put up some money, and others should put up some money. Everybody in Baltimore City should learn how to go in their pocket, support what we need for these kids. All of us together, we can help the situation once it heals itself. You see what I'm saying? If you're looking for failure, don't go in your pocket. You know, just leave them out there and let them think for themselves. It's time that the people in Baltimore City learn how to be responsible and spend some money out their pockets. It'll make things better for you.
Brother Marvin, but do you believe that the city has some responsibility? Because, like, for instance, recently, Councilman Z. Cohen said that the city had failed the youth in addressing and dealing with trauma.
And he did that.
The city didn't fail the youth. Let me tell you who failed the youth. I'm going to be honest with you.
Don't say we did. The
Those
parents.
you see riding down the street, those new Mercedes Benz you see riding down the street, those new weed pieces that you
It falling on the parents.
Not all the way.
That's what he's saying.
I kind of disagree with that. I kind of disagree with that.
Because the parents can get the best for their child, and the child still will do something wrong.
and somewhere we can help something grow here in Baltimore City.
All right, Marvin.
I mean, Brother Marvin's right in a sense. I mean, we have
Steve.
one of the largest disposable, consumable.
We said that. We
Steve.
said that. But is that the poor educational part from the household?
Go ahead, Steve. What's up?
Oh, ain't nothing much. I was kind of agreeing with Marvin for a while. But I was calling to ask, when that plane comes to Baltimore, can I take off from work and do a live on it and show everybody, what community resolution is? Because number one, our whole goal is to deter the homicide rate in Baltimore City.
Not before Archie.
I would love to do a live.
Not before Archie. Not before Archie.
Well, actually, I want to be like the news people who come out with the camera and everything.
Not before Archie.
Why are you trying to get a?
Cause he's trying to beat me to
Steve,
it. Like he's trying to beat me to
yeah,
it. I know Steven.
Steve, get in line, man. Get in line and pick a number. Get in line and pick. Get in line and pick a number, cause I'm in line too.
We talk as if this not by design. This thing is by design.
Oh yeah, bro. We were just joking.
And I'm proud of y'all. And people still thinking about that building that Ross was talking about getting on Francis Street and Retreat. I'm like, I used to live around there.
But is that 4,000 square feet? Steven, is that a 4,000 square foot building? Is that a 3 to 4,000 square foot building?
I don't know. I'm just talking about. I heard. I'm on this with Ross said. He said on the building. Wait a minute, hold up. I got to turn my.
Steve, ain't nobody waiting on you.
Tell me I'm lying like Brandon Scott.
Let me share something with you, Larry. When I was in the first grade, the teacher got out the vanilla paper and she got out the crayon. She said, draw what you want to be when you get big. Nobody in my class or in my school drew themselves as in prison, a dope fiend, an addict, or any of that. All of us want to be something, but the lack of exposure in our communities, our children does not have a high level of exposure of career opportunity. And until we get to the core of that, I'm so glad I raised the question that whether it was in order or out of order, but it erupted a volcano, which is necessary for the diversity of the conversation. I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Oh, I got one
I
on
knew
Yard
I was
Street.
going to
Wait
get
a
that,
minute,
so I was
Ross.
quiet.
That was the private school treatment. So that was only private school people that got that kind of.
Hey,
Nah,
Steve,
that
don't
happened-
say
that
I
happened
cut
in
you off.
Texas.
Anything else?
No, hey, no, I'm on my way. I was just calling to pick with y'all.
Oh
Uh,
God,
Wait for the 5.
this guy.
He said 5. Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
coming.
Uh-huh.
Money in the jobs and other sorts of stuff. One of the problems we have is that people are not investing in Baltimore. And it's not just the businesses and stuff. We're keeping those businesses from coming to Baltimore to bring jobs. But even worse than that, with the high crime rate, the housing prices continue to decline across the vast part of Baltimore. And the problem is, if someone is killed on your block, your house price drops about 5%.
Wow.
Oh, that's real.
Is it?
You're unlikely to invest money into it if you don't think you're going to get it back out. What happens is, as the house prices come down, you're not doing the painting, you're not doing the plastering, you're not fixing the roof, you're not upgrading your kitchen. If you can get rid of a lot of the crime,
You're trying to sell your home.
You got to sell your home?
crime discount, I believe that people will start painting their houses, that they'll start maintaining their houses, that they'll invest money into it because they know that it's a good investment in that area, and that's where all the jobs come from. That's where you get the returning citizens who have attended certifications, who can fix air conditioning, who can do plaster, who
They need air for the schools.
But he said returning.
Right.
Yeah, but
Meaning
those
they didn't have
things.
they didn't have a reason, they didn't have a way to use their certifications. There was somebody pumping my gas that had 16 certifications. What is you pumping my gas for? He didn't have the opportunity to use not one of those 16 certifications that he earned from incarceration.
Yes.
Think about this. If next year, if we can go to our city budget next year and say, you know what, we're seeing a decline by 30 to 40% in murders. Guess what? We ain't got to spend $500 million on public safety.
That means that money be allocated somewhere else. Right.
William. William,
hello, how you doing?
what's up?
Yeah, I was just listening to what y'all was saying. Yeah, I actually worked with this guy, man, and he served 30 years in prison, and he had a bachelor's degree in social work. And he wound up working down there where I was working at Blind Industries, and he couldn't get a job because of his prison record, which I thought was unfair to you because, like I told him, you earned that degree, man. You already served your time, and I think it's wrong for that.
Yeah.
Now, Mike,
I agree.
I mean,
On the flip side of that, y'all was talking about, as far as going to jail. Myself, I never went to jail. But all I'm saying is the guys that are out here doing this killing and all this stuff. That's why I support guy, and I will always support it.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Things keep going away. Because think about it, y'all. Every week something that everybody's a steady dropping. And I was teasing Larry yesterday just for the show went off about
You were teasing me?
naming names and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was in one Christina Flower show.
Oh, okay.
Joking around, man. People are dying.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
The young kids out here, they don't have no hope and everything, man. I go to a program up on this guy, man. A guy that goes up there with me, which is a recovery program. He said he's just out on the fence, which we always do. I'll be waiting on mobility, he'll be waiting on the bus or whatever. And he said one of the guys will come in and say, I see you sit down here every day. Why you sit down here, man? He's like, we want to know, what I'm saying? If these guys unfolding, man.
William, I gotta ask you a question. I gotta ask you something, William.
These children in elementary school, and they
William, you don't have to answer this. You say you working down at the blind industry. Are you vision impaired?
yeah, you know me, right? I roll your tab with you, man.
I can't remember. You know, I've been a cab driver for 20 years. But
Yeah, you met me and my wife. You know, my wife was on your show years ago, a long time ago.
that's what I'm thinking. Okay, William, I remember you. Okay.
And brother Williams, if you have a chance, I'm not sure if you got.
We did work on the house and everything. I tried to sell that house, but nobody buy it because of the area. You know, I had
Wow.
my wife passed away, and I had to
See, one thing about Dr. Ross, he do know what he's talking about. The
on a third of
appreciation go down.
single it was a single standard house. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Had 2 apartments upstairs and apartment downstairs, had a basement and all that, and an attic, and I could not get rid of that house.
Wow.
Okay.
But again, brother William, if you happen to if you happen to speak to that brother again, have him get in contact with me. Like I said, there are organizations that are helping brothers that are having difficulty trying to find work, especially if he has a degree, even with his background record.
And especially if people vision impaired, they should have a job, get a job too.
Mm.
Brother,
I need the job.
I know. I can always give us your number and stuff.
Problems getting a job, man. You know,
Go ahead, Mike.
another thing I want to mention, I was getting up till next month, and that's it. But what I'm saying is, they got a lot of opportunities for returning citizens and unemployment. I hear them talking about it all the time.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to keep calling in, William, so we can help you out.
you know, brother, I heard the brother talk about we need to go in our pocket. We need to go in our pocket. Well, we have a lack of opportunity for those coming out of prison to be fathers of support. But the black church has a lot of professional people in there, bricklayers, pipe layers, and different ones that we need to innovate programs and hold them accountable. We put our money in these churches and they
Yes.
put the money in
Every
these
Right.
white banks, and they take that very same money
Every
and
Sunday.
regentrify our communities and run us right
What's
up
the
out
name
of
of the church?
Oh, I don't want to call the
So-
one church
so-
out.
It's a
It's
few.
just the church.
Just a few so
You know
so
where I'm
do,
at,
I want
right?
so do you believe that the community that you reside in should have an audited, they should audit their own churches?
I want-
Yes, I got almost 16 churches
Where
in
is that?
Cherry Hill. I'm
All
getting ready to
of them?
call it out real heavy. I got almost 16 churches. Now look at the condition of the people.
No
Somebody preaching the
supermarket.
wrong stuff.
No
Supermarket.
supermarket.
No supermarket. The condition of the
16
people
churches,
is
we
terrible.
coming after you.
The problem is with most of our churches is that many of the folks that attend the church don't live in the area.
Of the church.
I agree with that, but the problem is we're too invested in the
Right.
government. We
Come
have
on
a
now, church.
501c3.
Come
And
on,
that
church.
tax-free thing allows the brethren. When I was a kid, he had a Cadillac and
Thank
a
you,
Buick.
William.
Today he has a Bentley and a Benz.
David.
Come on, man.
What's up, David?
It's really terrible.
Dave. Go ahead. Dave, we waiting on you.
You know, I'm a firm believer that because I'm raised in church. My mother, you couldn't go to movie without going to church.
Right.
And there was things you just didn't do in your community. In fact, if I cut my grass, I cut your grass.
Your grass.
If I
right.
painted my porch,
I
I
painted
asked you, was
yours.
it all right to paint yours?
Well,
It was a level
Because
of
I couldn't
communication.
shine unless we shine.
Yeah, and
Let's see
so
what
now
David got to say.
the text message does not have a spirit to it, so they're insensitive to a good conversation.
we going to the
Most
churches.
of our black young youth does not have social skills.
No.
David.
Not at all.
How you doing, Dave? Mm-hmm.
We're not trying to. I'm not pro-black. You know, the Jewish people built for that community, they pro-Jewish. Like in my community, I want black people to rebuild Park Heights. I want to be black bricklayers. I want to be black plumbers, black
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy.
They need to stop this. I don't me personally, I don't smoke any drugs, marijuana, never did in my life. But it should be they got so many systemic conditions.
Right. For
Right
us.
now,
For us though.
that's what's more than anything.
Right. For us. It ain't for them. That's for us. Right.
Put on the ballot. Well, if we need a male who's gonna come out, Ray Scott will help us out. Put on the ballot. It doesn't make a difference. You got a record. If you got marijuana in your system,
Oh.
y'all pay some money, give us an opportunity.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if we can expect our current city leadership to do anything that they have not already done. I don't think we need to expect any. So listen to me. Anybody that do anything for you as an upcoming event election, you better vote them out of there so fast.
Because here's the thing, you got some folks been in there almost 20 years and haven't done anything.
Mm-hmm.
You better believe it. So you remember how long that took, right? You remember how long that took? That was a spiffy minute.
Right, and Horseshoe is losing money.
I still think, brother David, I still think
They're not making the money they're expecting. And some people are saying that if it continues, it's a
They're gonna close
possibility
it.
they may close up.
Yeah.
every movement we ever had came through the black church. And until we hold our black church accountable, we are in trouble. If they go to war against us, the first people they knock off is the elder. That holds the history. And if we don't take a look at where we've been, we'll never know where we're going. We need to recognize that the black church, every movement we ever had, started with the black church, the voters' right bill, and we were willing to die for our freedom in certain areas. We are not
Well.
holding that church and the community
Accountable. Right.
and until we walk in there and stop preaching a sermon of servitude and
And
preach one of prosperity
and accountability.
Oh.
we are in trouble.
All right, David.
Hey.
Okay.
That's
I
true.
agree.
That is
Thank you.
true.
Thank you. I got you.
Look,
All right.
it
Well,
don't.
you
But
know,
look, all those stores that you just named,
Thank you,
right?
Dave.
Do you remember when our
we
mother
gotta
and
get
father
Dr.
used to
Ross to
say,
close us out.
we need to get these mom and pop stores up and running. We ain't paying no attention
Now,
to them. Now
folks,
look at
don't
us.
worry. Archie will be on here from 5 to 6. Y'all can call back and tune in.
God,
But
that's
Dr.
hours
Ross
gone
gonna
already.
have to talk to us
Golly.
before we go
I
off.
didn't know we was rocking like that.
Jason.
I just wanted to say something real quick. We also
Wow.
need to challenge our trades.
Yeah.
You know, our unions, the apprenticeships.
Yes.
All of that.
They need to take a huge responsibility in training our
These
future
youngins.
generation.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Dr. Ross, you got about 3 minutes to give us some update on the eyes in the sky going up in the sky. How soon?
We are hopeful that we will get by the leadership to allow us to return. Our goal is to help reduce the shootings and murders in the city of Baltimore, to make Baltimore a better place to live. We have lots of privacy protections in place, a lot of oversight. We hire from the local community. We're going to pull in 30 to 40 younger folks. Whose main skill initially is the ability to play video games, teach them how to do the analysis work, give them the skills and the experience they need. We tend to lose those to the Department of Defense jobs after they get their security clearances and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to getting back to Baltimore, to helping the people that were there the first time, to help the great people that we've met over the last 2 years, being dressed through 61 community meetings now. Again, I want to thank all
62.
the Rick inspectors, the Billy Brown, the William Jones, the Pat Simmons, the George Mitchell. I could go on, including Larry and others who have supported the efforts. We look forward to getting back and having a big impact on the city of Baltimore, helping to turn it around so that Baltimore is the example for the world. And I think that will bring organizations back, jobs back, companies back, home rising, home values, and basically that improves schools and everything else. Because once you're not worried about getting shot, you can focus on more important things.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, Dr. Ross. because every day I'm out here riding around thinking that I'm gonna get shot. I mean, I'm telling you the truth. Ain't nowhere else I can put it. So maybe I can get a relief when y'all come up in the sky. What you think?
That's what I think too, because once they're up in the sky, and once the murder rate decrease, I believe a lot of the drugs going to decrease too, because a lot of people get high and run to the alcohol because they done lost so many family members. They done been shot and stuff like that. People get addicted to Percocets because they've been shot and stuff like that. So once the murder rate decrease, you'll have less problems.
Right.
And
so
open up more opportunities.
Why don't people get together and come with it and stop complaining? Talk about privacy.
So
people scared to change.
And people with no business is the ones that's worried about you getting in their business. If you mind your business, you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Preach.
You follow me? A lot of times, the people that's most messed up is the people that don't know they messed up.
Right.
We're the last ones.
Folks, don't touch that dial. Next week, Mike, we're going to be talking about Cherry Hill Shopping Center again. Folks, you can call me 443-839-8412. Don't touch that dial. Dr. Ross, Archie Williams will be on in about another 2 minutes. 10:10 a.m. WOLB.
So my first number is on here. I just called you.
All right, Archie, here's your seat, man.
We good?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait a minute, you still live, so live won't get you. No, I'm talking about. Yeah. But I'll get ready to close it. Thank everybody for coming in. Thank you, my man. We're gonna be listening to you on the Archie Williams Show next. WWWOLB 10:10 a.m. Have a blessed day.
Taxi!
Hey!